Toys based on characters from the TV show Sesame Street headed to the homes of American children made by a Chinese firm. This factory isn't in China though, but rural Andhra Pradesh in southern India. It's one of more than 100 businesses in the Sri City industrial hub, many of them Chinese, attracted by the Make in India campaign.
With the various tax incentives, subsidies and other support schemes that have from both state and central government, a lot of companies from China and other segments which traditionally used to export their products to India are now taking advantage of these incentives to come to India, put their manufacturing facilities in India to cater to the demand in India.
This is what India is selling to the world, its young, cheap workforce. Called a demographic dividend, 2/3 of India's population is under 35. And in the next decade, India will have more people of working age than anywhere else.
And that's what is bringing companies like Foxconn to India. Best known for making Apple iPhones and employing more than 1 million people in China, it plans to develop at least 10 factories in India, investing $20 billion. Here they make smartphones for a number of Chinese brands, including Xiaomi. The Chinese phone manufacturer, which has sold about 3 million smartphones in India, began assembling devices here less than a year ago and says the cost benefits are huge.
In our kind of business, we work on very small wafer-thin margins. If we import goods from abroad, from any other country like China, the lead time for us to order and then get these goods to India is about 4 to 5 weeks. And when we manufacture the same goods in India, the lead time gets reduced from 4 to 5 weeks to about 2 to 3 weeks. And that is a massive saving. So in order to be closer to consumers and for the supply chain benefits, we decided to make phones in India.
Announcing yet another investment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Wooing the Chinese is important to India, which needs to create more than 100 million jobs in the next decade. According to the World Bank, fast rising wages in China means companies are looking elsewhere, costing the Asian giant 85 million manufacturing roles, something India is hoping to take advantage of. But while cheap and abundant labor is bringing them here, Chinese firms say they need more facilities.
I wish the government here was a lot more efficient. The Indian government promises a single window for all clearances, but it needs a lot of improvement. While things work inside industrial parks, outside of it, there is a lot to be done.
Those concerns aren't enough to deter Chinese companies building more factories here. But if India's creaking infrastructure is not overhauled, it may lose out on a long-term opportunity to grab business from its biggest Asian rival.